Hey guys, we are here in South Carolina for the first ever Adaptive Defense Tactical Games Sniper Challenge. We're out here at GTI, which offers a very cool urban landscape, which we are using for a variety of different sniper stages or sniper drills. There are 11 stages in total that teams are going to be shooting as they move through the facility. On day one, they're going to set up as squads, going to each stage, shooting through those problems and those target arrays. And then on day two, we're going to have a 4 or 5 mile ruck through the entire facility with climbing and getting on top of rooftops, shooting down at different kinds of targets to conclude the event. Now, we got out here quite a bit earlier with Nick and his team to help set up the match, and let's see what that looked like.
Perfect, we use that as a 0.
Cool. Money. Move that guy 5 feet over. Nick, if you'll put 2 on your way to the corner.
Okay. You know what else I'd like to do here? We'll do the clearing shot on steel.
I like it, I like it. That's good right there. And then give me one here, Glover. And then blade him this way. This way, that's good right there. Perfect. That's good right there. And then let me just get one in that crook. And then, Nick, let me get a little bit towards me and a little bit towards Glover. Just right in line with me now. Okay. Half step to your left. Perfect.
Okay, this is Blue Falcon. It's an as desired loadout. Time cap's 5 minutes. It's a points stage. On call, go. Competitors will move from the start-finish position, which we haven't identified yet.
It'll be over here.
Okay, sounds good. Into the firing positions, which are over here.
Correct.
And engage each array with 1 shot each. Each shooter will shoot that array with 1 shot each, accumulating points for each hit. After each array has been engaged, competitors will switch positions and engage each array again with 1 shot each. This will continue till the 5-minute time caps, and you accumulate as many points as you can. That's the cones with the gray sticks. All right, I've got 2 and a goalie on the left side of the range fan. There's some young little pine tree to the left of them. It is 280. Firing. Impact. All right, I found another one. You go right of that target array. There's a green pine tree in the back. In the very back, it's very close to those. At 297, firing. Impact. All right, I held right on that target, but it might be my gun. Move this thing. No, it's good. I think this line needs to be moved up because right now, because you know someone's gonna do this.
Yeah.
They're gonna go. I have to follow the rules, and now one, I can barely see it, but I try to shoot that. I can't raise the gun up. That one's toast.
Okay.
Including the one to the right of it. Yeah, this is nice. Especially if someone throws up like a bolt gun. Yeah, I think they can go off of that.
You see I got one?
Yeah, caught me on.
Very back of tree line. There's like a little ravine.
Yep.
There's a big pine tree sticking out of that ravine.
I see the little guy. Got that.
So on a stage like this where you have a range fan,
Yeah.
when you approach, make the decision to either go left to right or right to left.
Yep.
Because you went and called a target in the middle, and then he was trying to find it. And then when you go to find the next array, you'll call it right at that, but instead, literally just go, hey, we're starting left, scan left to right. Cool. And it's way simpler of a process.
All right, domination. Loadout here is 10 rounds primary, 10 rounds secondary. Time cap 5 minutes. This is a time plus stage. Your targets are 5 steel targets, each with a assigned point value 1 through 5. When you're looking out at the targetry, they each have a cinder block with a dot on it. Identifies the point value for that target, the targets within that vicinity. So a 1 dot is 1 point, and that target's within that vicinity. Does that make sense? Is that clear? Okay, on the call of go, athletes will move into position A and engage the targets. The team must accumulate a minimum of 17 points before moving to the next firing position. You'll accumulate 17 points per firing position. They're marked with engineer tape or caution tape, Tactical Games caution white tape. You will get 17 points before moving to the next firing position.
You must get 17.
Yeah, you must get 17 or
As a
more.
combined team.
Correct. Yeah. One shooter shoots, the next shooter shoots. Then we'll add the score, add that. Once you get 17 or more, you move to the next position.
You okay? You okay? All right.
Am I good?
You're just a little cut in your lip.
Okay, we're good. We're good.
Stop. We'll start over. We'll start over.
Start over, Lucas.
That's a solid beam you hit. You okay?
Welcome to GTI.
Yeah.
On double kneel. I think that's best.
Yep.
I have no LRF. It is dead.
Okay, so there's a tree directly to the 12 o'clock of my gun. There's a gray.
Above the conics?
The conics, if you follow the line of the conics straight out, 3 trees to the right of that, there's a gray on the base. There's white and gray.
I see 3 blue dots.
So I'm gonna engage at this first one.
Oh, I see 5. All right.
Yeah, that's 5. I'm gonna take that 5.
Yeah, let's go close. Let's go close.
All right, that's
We got
3.
wind. We got left, right wind. It's quite a bit.
All right, 3 to the left in that brush pile. Ranging. I've got 266.
The 3.
That's 1 mil for me.
Which one are we shooting at?
Oh, right above the conics, left side of it. There's
Okay, he's on the tree line on the left. I got it. I got that
I see
target.
3 blue dots. That's it.
Impact.
This. Impact.
Here. Stop shooting. Stop shooting. I'm gonna shoot this brush pile one.
Okay.
It's 260.
Nice.
So that's supposed to go here, and that goes here. Good as new. Okay, see the orange plate?
Got orange
It's at the
plate.
corner of this like burned grass, yellow grass situation.
All right, I've got a target ordered by what looks like horns above it, 477 yards.
I'm on reset. Saw that. Nope. There's no wind.
Reset.
No wind. No wind. That was right at the bottom of it. I'm on reset. Going back to that same target. Reset. Reset. Back to the same target. Reset.
Impact. Impact. Impact.
Reset.
Reset.
Impact.
Form. There's a chain. Don't worry about the flap or hot.
All right, next target, it's far left. It's right at the mulch line. Impact. Time. Impact. Impact.
Middle, back. Impact.
Hit.
Impact. Time.
So this is the first match that I've been a secondary shooter to my partner. My partner, Nick Thayer, is shooting a primary rifle, so he's shooting his AI ATX in 6.5 Creedmoor, and I'm over here shooting a custom AR-15. This is a 14.5 custom build with a proof barrel. So this really lightweight, accurized, cool carbon fiber barrel. And what you'll see is we have one of our prototype rails. So this has the really awesome Remington Defense pattern. And so I could direct screw my attachments to the rail. The rail's also a little bit larger. It has been really cold. We haven't had a whole lot of round count, but I haven't felt any sort of heat issues. And I am shooting suppressed. And in this case, I'm using a Surefire RC4 Mini. They sent me a couple of these. I haven't seen very many people shooting with these. I think I'm one of the first people to receive an RC4 Mini, and I'm a huge fan of mini suppressors, and I'm definitely a huge fan of flow-through mini suppressors. My objective moving forward is I shoot everything suppressed. The TBI situation of shooting, especially short guns without suppressors, is pretty bad, as a lot of studies have come out and shown. And my goal is to shoot suppressors that obviously mitigate that, but I also want suppressors that are very shootable. And so I don't want a bunch of excess weight. I'm not trying to mitigate flash and signature. I just want something to calm the concussion and not impede my actual shooting ability running and gunning really fast. So this suppressor's been great so far. We've shot 4 stages, I think. And you know, it's not a heavy rifle. It's fairly straightforward. I did have an LRF on here, the Massec 2K, and when I ran into the doorway earlier, the very small knot doorway that looked like a doorway, the LRF shattered on the back. The rifle hit the ground or something. I don't even know what happened. So that is out of commission. So rifle's been great so far. We're gonna keep running it.
Impact. 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 Miss.
$370. I'm going for one.
Miss.
One again.
Impact. Impact.
Going for three.
3. Miss.
2.
Impact.
3.
I'm gonna go for four.
4. Impact.
All right, going for three.
Impact on 3.
Impact.
Three, two, one.
2, 4, 7, 1, 3, 6. You're shooting target 5. Let's go ahead, start shooting. 5 first.
And I only get one hit on it, right?
Yeah, you can shoot till you hit it.
Impact.
To the left of that, right behind the car, red car right in front of us. It's at about 100 and
By the cone right there.
Yeah, so to the left of that, there's a cinder block. To the left of that, that's the target.
I can't see it.
You can't see it.
I can't see it from here.
Okay.
See no windshield. Because that cone's our limit, right? Oh no, you were talking the cone. Okay, no, I got it. What's the distance on that? No, never mind.
Hit.
All right.
Impact. Impact. Where the right lateral limit is, do you see that blue?
Yeah, I see it. I see a cinder block that has two.
Yep, it's the
Windshield?
target directly to the left of that.
I shot that.
No, you shot a cinder block with a 1 dot on it. It's beyond that. If you can't see
I
it.
can't see it from this position.
Okay, I might need to stand up then.
Oh, can we shoot from anywhere?
Impact.
Welcome to GTI. All right, so something to tag onto this. Outside the building, CJ expressed some safety concerns. Inside the buildings, when you're moving around, keep your head up. Make sure you have a light source. This was a nuclear facility. There are exposed pipes, there are sharp edges, there are things sticking out of the ground. Make sure you're always aware of what's going on around you. We don't want anybody getting hurt. There are some steel cross beams that are in front of some openings that somebody might have slammed their face into the other day. So just keep your head up, make sure you guys are looking around and you understand everything that's happening around you at all times. I don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want to have to call cold range because somebody fell, something like that, all right? So make sure you're paying attention. When you're adjusting your eyes coming in from outside to the inside of the building, it's going to be dark. Make sure you have your light source ready to go. These buildings are incredibly dark inside, so you need some kind of light source with you. If you have a WML and I see you pieing corners with your rifle, I'm going to disqualify you, okay? So please don't have a light source. You're gonna bring everything that you are shooting with today with you when you step off, including your ammo and anything you intend to shoot for tomorrow. All of that gear is leaving with you today, and you're gonna keep it on your person throughout the day. This evening, we are going to collect your ammo in this classroom here. That is the ammo that will be available for you to shoot tomorrow. We're gonna do a bag inspection. Whatever ammo you have left is what you're bringing with you tomorrow, okay? So whatever you bring with you today is what you have available for you tomorrow.
All right, so this is Car Alley. This stage, there are 2 sets of clues on each side. Shooters will get a sequence of numbers, and they're supposed to combine the numbers from the 2 sets of clues. They then have to shoot in order of that sequence different plates that are out to about 400 meters, and they have these 2 small windows to shoot from. I like this position because if they're running an LRF on top of their scope, which a lot of guys here are, these windows are so small that you can't really use an LRF. So a spotter typically is getting up with binos or a handheld in order to provide accurate ranging because the LRFs are out of play. And this is just a great way of canceling those out without having a rule that says you can't use an LRF. And some guys don't notice that they're not working, and some people do. So the next team's coming down now. So he just went back to get 1 set of clues. The other guy went to get the other set of clues. So I also like this position on the bottom because it's a little too high, and you need a pretty big bipod to get up over the lip of the concrete or throw it back on and put your short bipod on. So there's a few ways of doing it, but I like it a lot. It's pretty rad. All right, so this next stage is called the platform stage. There's a platform down there at the end, about 100 meters away, that shooters are going to engage a slew of targets. They start here at this elevated position, run down a bunch of stairs, and then run the entire way. Well, or jog, either way. But as Jesse likes to call this is the autism bus. This is what he's been calling this stage. So let's go down there. So they're gonna run along here. Once they get up to the top of the platform, they're going to engage 5 steel rectangles of pistol, shoot 2 rounds on each of those, drop the magazine, shoot a clearing round onto a clearing plate, so that ensures their pistol is empty, holster the gun, secondary is going to be prone, primary is going to shoot from a rope or a chain, and then they have a formation of targets like a troop line, nearest to furthest, that they're going to engage together, so they both have to engage a target before moving on. Nick and I did very well on this stage. My pistol work kind of sucked, but once we got to the steel, I indicated which ones were actually closest to furthest, and that was the order in which we engaged them. And it worked out really well. I think we ran out of time before engaging the last target, but honestly, I felt pretty good about it. All right, so this is stage 1. This is domination. We are 6 floors up. So this is also the stage where I almost died. So now that that door's shut and the big door is open, shooters are gonna move through this way. They're gonna take up a position on either side inside the orange here. There's a number of targets out in the valley that have a point value ascribed to them. I believe it's 1 through 5. Both shooters have to earn 12 points in order to move to the next stage, and they can pick which targets they want to shoot. They want to shoot the 2 over and over, it's a closer target, they can do that. If they want to go to the back and shoot a harder target that's more points, they can do that as well. Requires lots of team communication. I believe they also have to alternate. They both can't be shooting at the same time. They have to take turns engaging plates. And then if they finish engaging 12 plates or 12 points worth from this position, then they will back out, move to this position over here, rebuild, and do the same thing all over. And we are pretty high up here. Targets are kind of hard to see. There's some that are very difficult to find in the back tree line. The distance isn't crazy, but what Nick and the team did was he just put out really small targets. Wind right now isn't too crazy. It was a lot higher when we shot this, but it could still be sporty. So it's 370 meters to the back line. To the rubbish pile where there's 2 points is 260. So about 100 meters in deviation between where some targets are and where the furthest targets are. And so they made them nice and small. This is stage 3 called reset plates. So you will see that we're on a very flat building facing this entire area, and I saw a lot of teams run in and just immediately face everything when they have a left and right lateral limit that is set up way over here, which makes this really interesting and fun. So there's an orange plate located, it's about 220-ish meters, so it's close for both shooters, primary and secondary. Primary shooter engages upon hitting that target. He can then go over and shoot one of the gongs. I think they go out to about 600 meters-ish. If he misses, though, he has to go back to the reset plate. But before he goes and resets for his next engagement, the secondary shooter engages the reset plate and then transitions to one of his square targets, which are a little bit closer, that are on the right side. So primary shooter targets are on the left, secondary shooters are on the right, and they continually take turns going back to the reset plate if they find the reset plate. So it's fun to watch guys come in here and shoot this. Obviously, it's a prone position. Someone mentioned that one of the ROs that someone came in here with a tripod, which definitely an interesting move considering this is a very big, like, hey, please use bipod and bag position to engage this particular array of targets. But I really enjoyed shooting this one with Nick. We came out here, we shot this. I think I was able to get into about 3 of the squares for me. And again, this type of engagement for a match like this is super common, at least for the Tactical Games the Sniper Challenge series, where shooters are taking turns, but they have a specific target, usually up close, they have to shoot before moving on. So for me, as soon as Nick hit his plate and went to his target, I scanned for my next target I'm going to shoot, and then I went to the reset plate and I just sat on it. And the second he fired, I fired, went to my plate, fired, so it can be extremely fast. And if both shooters are dialed in at doing that, the reset process is very seamless. All right, so it's day 2 here at the Sniper Comp, and to start off this day, they took all of the best placing teams from day 1, because they have all that data and information, and they had the best guys running first on a timed launch schedule. I believe it's every 15 minutes. They launch a team to run a 4-5 mile route through the entire facility, and you can see here they have everything pasted off, and dudes are actually running underneath this building that they just shot from. So there's a stage directly above me off of a water tower. They go up a ladder, they shoot from it. Then that team, comes down from there. And at some point they're going to run through here, get back onto the road, and then run to the last stage of the match, which is the pistol stage. So really cool route we're gonna be following to check out some of the stages and the competitors shooting. And I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing. this is one of the stages they shoot on the ruck. They have 2 positions, secondary on this window, primary on this. And when we were proofing the stage, we were trying to figure out a way to make the shooting position a little more difficult. And this cart was handily over here. So we dragged it over. And so you've got to get inside and then build a position off of this to engage a troop line of targets out on this side. And you can't shoot off of this. So you basically have to shoot off of this railing and build some sort of position with a bag, without a bag. So, and you have to kind of be inside, and then you have to get in and out. So it's fun, it's different.
Next, I'd like to thank ADAPTIV. ADAPTIV, Lucas came to me and we talked about it. We were planning on putting a sniper challenge on later on in the year, but we weren't sure how things were going to go. And he really wanted to put this one on, so we made it happen. So big round of applause for ADAPTIV and Lucas. That's something to say?
Well, first off, I really appreciate all of you guys coming out here. Something that I really want to do with my new company is supporting team sniper matches. I've had the privilege of going to a couple of events and seeing some of you guys out at Chaos and out here shooting with Nick. And this community has been super welcoming. It's super cool to see you guys working with other teams, other shooters, talking to me about the equipment you guys are using for work, the equipment you're using for matches. And you know, being in the firearms industry for about 11 years now, 12 years now, that sort of environment is not always very common. So the second I stepped into that and saw that, I was like, well, this is the community that I want to support. So as soon as I launched the new company, it was, how do we make more team sniper matches happen? So what I'd like to say to you guys, if your team, organization, unit is trying to host team sniper matches in some way, even if it's in a small way, and you need support for filling that particular event, funding for a facility, if you want to do a prize table for your guys because you want to compete at your unit and you want to, you know, have some friendly competition, please shoot us an email and we'll see what we can do to support you guys. If I had it my way, there'd be another 12 of these events around the country for people to go to. But obviously that requires manpower, people like Nick who are bringing together teams, and ROs and volunteers who can come together to make events like this happen. So that's what we want to do here at ADAPTIV Defense. So if you guys need any support, please let us know and we'll see what we can do. Thanks, Nick.
Yeah.
Is the one down?
Looks good.
Yeah, there's like a little green spruce tree.